You're the sucker. You're the loser.
The recent CNN presidential debate between former President Donald Trump and President Joe Biden has set the political world abuzz. This event could be one of the most pivotal moments in modern political history. What exactly happened on that stage? Why is everyone talking about it? Let's dive into the details and uncover the impact of this historic showdown. On June 27, 2024, the highly anticipated debate took place in Atlanta. The stakes were incredibly high. President Biden, 81 years old, had to demonstrate his capability and vitality to lead the nation for another term. On the other side, former President Trump needed to show he was the right choice to return to the White House. Despite delivering the opening salvo in Thursday's event, Biden struggled to articulate his points at several moments, appearing to fumble for his words. Biden had spent the week leading up to the debate at Camp David in Maryland, a presidential retreat where aides helped him prepare with mock setups. Trump, meanwhile, largely continued his schedule of rallies. From the moment Biden stepped on stage, the Democratic president seemed to wobble, muttering as he approached the podium. Still, as he faced the first question of the night, Biden came out swinging, seeking to dent Trump's popularity by attacking the Republicans' leadership during the COVID-19 pandemic.
We had an economy that was in freefall. The pandemic was so badly handled. Many people were dying. All he said was, it's not that serious. Just inject a little bleach in your arm. You'll be all right.
But when Trump was given a chance to respond, his opening remarks reflected the characteristic hyperbole the Republican candidate has become known for.
We had the greatest economy in the history of our country, and we have never done so well. Everybody was amazed by it. Other countries were copying us. We got hit with COVID. Everything was rocking good.
The night was a crucial event for both Trump and Biden, as they sought to advance different visions of the U.S. Trump implied that the country declined under Biden's leadership. Biden, meanwhile, sought to defend the U.S.'s standing in the world. Trump, however, fired back at one point.
Joe, our country is being destroyed as you and I sit up here and waste a lot of time on this debate.
In the lead-up to Thursday's debate, polls showed Trump and Biden in a tight race, though the Republican appeared to be edging ahead. Political observers noted that Thursday's performance could deepen that divide. Much of it had to do with stage presence. Trump reiterated many talking points from his campaign rallies. Biden, on the other hand, struggled to finish thoughts and looked confused on certain points. This was a bad night for him. Thursday evening's performance marked the first time since October 2020 that the two candidates met on the debate stage. Many political observers wondered if they would be rusty, neither having participated in a public debate of any kind in the years since. The debate was unusual for several reasons, not least because of its historically early timing. Both Biden and Trump pushed to move the first presidential debate of the election cycle to June to avoid overlaps with early voting, which begins in some states in September. But that put the inaugural debate of 2024 ahead of even the major party conventions, where the candidates are officially named the Democratic and Republican nominees. In another departure from tradition, Biden and Trump bypassed the Bipartisan Commission on Presidential Debates to organize the debates themselves, negotiating directly with CNN to host it. Thursday's debate, however, was only the first of two presidential debates scheduled for this year, and political observers are hoping that Biden can distance himself from his inaugural debate performance by the time he reaches the second on September 10th. Trump repeatedly slammed Biden on immigration, using heated anti-immigrant rhetoric to conjure fears of violence.
He wants open borders. He wants our country to either be destroyed or he wants to pick up those people as voters.
Biden attempted to counter Trump's assertion that immigration leads to increased crime by citing studies showing that immigrants are, on average, less likely to commit crimes than U.S.-born citizens. Biden highlighted that many families face significant hardships, aiming to refute Trump's claims about violence associated with immigration. Biden also tried to call out Trump's falsehoods when it came to abortion access. Trump made the erroneous claim that Biden and other Democrats were willing to, as we say, rip the baby out of the womb in the 9th month.
That is simply not true. We are not for late-term abortion, period. Period.
But the debate devolved at several points into each candidate exchanging accusations, that the other was lying or whining. At one point, they even started to compare their golf games, with Biden challenging Trump to carry his own bag of equipment and Trump mocking Biden's swing. Biden slammed Trump for media reports that the Republican president called veterans suckers and losers, invoking the loss of his own son, Beau Biden.
My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser.
But even there, Trump responded forcefully, saying the media report was a fabrication.
He made up the suckers and losers, so he should apologize to me right now.
When Biden tried to press Trump about his lukewarm reaction to the 2017 Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, which saw white supremacists march through the streets with tiki torches, Trump likewise attempted to deflect. "For 3.5 years we've been living in hell," Trump responded. "This is 100 times Charlottesville, 1,000 times Charlottesville." But despite criticisms of Biden's debate night performance, Democrats rallied around the president in the hours after the event, repeating accusations that Trump represents an existential threat to U.S. democracy. "You don't turn your back because of one performance. What kind of party does that?" said California Governor Gavin Newsom when asked if Biden should step down. "This president has delivered. We need to deliver for him at this moment." Vice President Kamala Harris, Biden's running mate, acknowledged weaknesses but said the president turned out a good performance in the end. "Yes, there was a slow start, but it was a strong finish," she said in an interview on CNN. One of the key moments of the night was when Trump emphasized Biden's inability to clearly communicate his vision for a second term. Trump pointed out Biden's frequent lapses and confusion, which only added to the growing concern among voters about Biden's fitness for office.
Making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
And in a surprising twist, Biden claimed during the debate that the Border Patrol endorsed him.
Significantly, by the way, the Border Patrol endorsed me, endorsed my position.
However, just hours later, the Border Patrol wrote on X to clarify that they did not support Biden and instead endorsed Trump. This misstep further damaged Biden's credibility. So what does this mean for the election? It's too early to say definitively how voters will respond, but the debate has certainly shifted the dynamics. Biden's struggle to present himself as a strong leader may lead to more voters reconsidering their choices, potentially swaying in favor of Trump. The debate underscored a critical point. In presidential elections, perception matters. The candidate who appears more robust and capable often wins over the one who seems weak. Biden's performance may have inadvertently reinforced concerns about his age and ability to govern effectively. In conclusion, the June 27th debate was a pivotal moment. Biden's underwhelming performance contrasted sharply with Trump's confident display, setting the stage for what promises to be a fiercely contested election. Only time will tell how this will impact the final outcome. Thank you for watching. If you found this analysis insightful, please give this video a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates and analyses on the road to the election. Stay tuned.